welcome back. It's me, Crystal Sky. How are y'all doing today? And today I'm going to be showing you my book collection. Now I have a pretty medium-sized collection for someone who is a bookworm. Even though because as a kid when I first started becoming a bookworm and wanted to read books, I couldn't really find books that appealed to me, so I couldn't. But right now, these are all the books that I have from over there. Some of them are new additions. But yeah, I'm going to be showing you my book collection. So let's start. So the one I'm about to show you, I'm still reading. This one is called Hotel Vendôme. It's pretty much about a father running a family hotel with his daughter after his wife abandoned him for another man. And pretty much you mostly get the girl's perspective on life in this book versus the father's. There's a lot of the father's perspective too, but it's mostly, I think, the journey of the girl from what I'm understanding as I'm reading it. But it's a pretty kind of like an adventurous story, so I love it. The next book I have is called Deep Blue. It's a mermaid book, and it's pretty much about a princess, and she's trying to rescue her kingdom after her kingdom was attacked, and it's just like a very adventurous story. So I like it, but it's not my favorite for sure. But this was my very first mermaid book. And since we're going with the mermaid book theme, we have the book Ingo. This one is my favorite mermaid one. And book Ingo, guys, it's about pretty much Connor and Sapphire, who's the main character, a girl named Sapphire and her brother Connor, discovering that they have mermaid blood and discovering this whole other world, Ingo, inside of the sea. So it's, as you guys know, I have been reading this one on my channel. I might get back to that. But yeah, I know I have read it, like I fully read it. But the reason why the bookmark is here, that I know where I left off with you guys. So I might continue doing that. You tell me if you want to hear this book again. But yeah, it does come in the book series. So book 2 is called The Tie Knot. And the third book is called The Deep. The only book I don't have in the series is The Crossing of Ingo. There's also book 4, which is called there's also like the books at the back, but it's called The Storm Swept. And according to a lot of readers, or like a lot of other bookworms that I have watched videos of, recommending like mermaid books to read because I am very much into mermaids. That one is not a continuation of Ingo, so I will not be getting that book. I will be trying to get The Crossing of Ingo, which is the 4th book in the series. So next, following up with the wave or the ocean theme, we have From Below. This is a horror book. And this horror book is about divers exploring a shipwreck because they're supposed to make footage, film it, and stuff like that, and that's the way they earn money. And they pretty much go to a shipwreck and they realize that the shipwreck is haunted, and pretty much they barely end up getting out alive out of there. But yes, it's kind of like a very horror-based ocean. If you're someone who is like scared of the ocean or scared of the deep, I don't recommend this book for you. But if you like horror and you love the ocean, then I do recommend it. Otherwise, if you have the medical condition where you're like really terrified of the ocean, I do not recommend this book to you. It will definitely not, it will not be good. Next book I have is called The Red Scrolls of Magics, and unfortunately I did lose the paper cover that was originally on this book. But it's, if you guys seen Shadowhunters, this story is pretty much about Magnus and Alec going on a couple's vacation, and someone frames Magnus for starting a cult years ago, and they're trying to figure out who the person was that started the cult under Magnus's name, because from what the book has told me, from what I have read, Magnus did not start that cult. He wasn't even in the country that the book is based in, or like where they travel to. He wasn't even in that country centuries ago, so he couldn't have started that cult. So they're trying to pretty much figure out who did, which I'm not gonna spoil it. Next book I have is a very new edition. I got this one for my birthday, so this is my only book that I have not read in the mini books that I'm about to show you. But it's called The Thrones of the Fallen. So the cover is very, very pretty. I love the cover of this, but like I said, since this is a new edition, I have not read it yet. I have to finish the Hotel of Wyndham first. But from the back, what it says is, the 7 circles have never been so hot as when Prince Evanies meets his match in every way, but the final game has begun, and it could cost him his court. Will Avery be able to master the game of his heart, or will he lose it all? So that's pretty much what it says on the back. There's more on the back, but I'm not going to be reading it, but that's pretty much what it says on the back. And honestly, after I finish Hotel Wyndham, I'm going to start reading this one, and yeah, let's see how it goes. But next book, this one is kind of a comic book. Now, this is my opinion that I'm about to say is probably very controversial and in the book reading community, but I personally think that comic books are not actual books. I personally don't think they're actual books. Excuse me. Anyway, but the reason why I have this book, or comic book, is because it's very near and dear to my heart, and it's the Popular Memos into the Overworld. And this one, as you guys know, if you watch Popular Memos and Game & Gen, or if you have heard of them, this is their comic book series. I only have one, but like I said, the only reason why I have this one, guys, is because they're very near and dear to my heart. I grew up watching them, so I wanted to get a book to kind of like when they fully go out of stock, or if they disappear, if their comic book series disappears one day, I'll have this to remember it. But pretty much it's it. But yeah, it's very near and dear to my heart. Next one is, next one is this one. It's the complete work of William Shakespeare. This one is probably my biggest book, but it's self-explanatory. It's pretty much all the stories William Shakespeare has ever written. So yeah, all the stories he has ever written over his lifetime are all in this book. So it's pretty huge. But also, yeah, from the I forgot to say, but yeah, this one is the Popular Memos one. I know I already showed you guys this one, but this one is pretty much about them going on adventures and finding Evil Jen and stuff like that. But yeah, I just wanted to recap this one because I realized I didn't give you a backstory about that one. So my last book series that I have going on here is the Harry Potter book series. Potter. So we got Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. Now, if you guys seen Harry Potter, then you know what these books are about. You know what the books are about. You know what the movies are about. If you haven't, you have not lived. You guys definitely need to see Harry Potter. But pretty much for those of you who don't know about Harry Potter, it's about a boy named Harry Potter that has discovered that he's a wizard. And he goes to this magical school called Hogwarts and pretty much has a lot of adventures, mysteries, figuring stuff out. But this is the first one. We got Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, which is my favorite. This one is in second place. And we got then Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, which is in first place. Because I have, out of all the Harry Potter books / movies, these two right here are my favorite. This, as I said, stands in first, and this one in second. But then we got Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. We got Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. Very crazy year for Harry. And then we got Harry Potter and... hold on. Give me a second. Okay, just making sure. But anyway, we got Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. Now, for those of you who are Harry Potter fans, just like me, or you have seen Harry Potter at least once in your lifetime, you guys know the Half-Blood Prince is Snape himself. You guys know. Anyway, and the last Harry Potter book is Harry Potter and the Deathly House. So, yeah, where he defeats Voldemort. That's literally like Voldemort and Harry literally on the cover of this. Self-explanatory. Anyway, but that's all for my book series. And not book series, for my book collection, I should say. I don't know why I called it a series. But it's all for my book collection. And the Harry Potter one actually did come in a box, but I did take them out to show you guys. But it came in this type of box. But yeah, this is all for my book collection for now. Sorry guys. As I said earlier, my book collection is definitely going to grow over the years because I'm a very much of a bookworm. So if you guys have books that you would recommend for me to read, then please comment down in the comments. Tell me what you think, what books you think would like catch my eye or you think are good to read. But yeah, I would, if you guys are bookworms, or if any of you who are watching this are bookworms or like to read books, if you want, you can recommend a book to me, and in the future, I might possibly get that book, and I will read it. So, yeah, guys, so for now, that's all my books, and here are how the two piles look. So this is the first pile. That's the first pile, and this is... I'm trying to lift it as heavy. And this is the second pile. And yeah. So that is the pile of books. So yeah, like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you think that there's a book I might like, please don't be shy. Recommend it in the comments. I would like to know it. Or even if you are not recommending it, tell me what book series you guys like to read. For example, I like, out of all the books that I've seen right now, my favorite series is the Indigo series. Anyway, guys, comment down below. Tell me what you want to see on this channel. Tell me if there's a book you think is good to read, or a recommendation, or tell me what books you like to read. I really like